All right. So I'd like to welcome everybody to Wednesday afternoon Tai Chi Qigong Flow. Tai Chi for Health is the name of the course. We're going to be using movements from Tai Chi and Qigong, two Chinese exercise programs to improve our health. We're going to improve our flexibility, improve our muscle tone, improve our balance. We can even improve our bone density. Just standing up and transferring our weight helps to do that. Um, we're going to improve our immune system. That's been documented a little bit. And we're going to hopefully have a little bit of fun. In order to do the class, we just need a little space around so you can take a step or two in each direction. Just be my mirror image. When I do a movement, try to do a similar kind of movement. Don't judge yourself. Don't have to get everything perfect. I certainly don't. We just want to make sure that we continue moving, and we don't fall down. We use the principles of Tai Chi, which I boil down to moving slowly and smoothly and continuously, as if there were resistance in the air to our movement, and with a conscious understanding and connection to the transfer of our weight from foot to foot. That's a lot of mechanical things, but they help us get in touch with our body, make our movement mindful, and help our body generate healing effects. So, with all that out of the way, we're going to start moving. We're going to bring our feet closer together, as close as possible in your comfort zone. We're going to bring our hands to our lower abdomen, and we're going to breathe. So we're going to inhale and exhale. I want your belly to expand as we inhale, so you're breathing from the diaphragm. It gets a little smaller as you exhale. Let's do a couple more. Inhale and exhale. Now, throughout the class, I'm going to be prompting the breath. Inhale and exhale. But if that bothers you, just ignore me and breathe naturally. In fact, if you need to sit down at any point, sit through the whole class, that's fine too. Just keep moving, keep breathing. Try to relax. Now, in this breath, I want you to hold it at the top just for a moment. And now let it out with an audible sigh. You might actually feel your shoulders drop. We're going to start moving our body. We're going to inhale and our hands float out. Exhale, they float down. Just trying to get the body moving, get the joints lubricated. In traditional Chinese medicine, they talk about the flow of qi, a life force in the body. And I visualize that as the flow of bodily fluids, oxygen, perhaps consciousness. But what we're trying to do is get the body moving. This time we're going to breathe, bring the hands all the way up, and then slowly, slowly down in front. I'm going to step out to the side now, feet shoulder width apart. We're going to do a Tai Chi movement called Open the Door. As we inhale, the hands float up. As we exhale, they float down, and we soften the waist and knees to do a little mini squat. Inhale and exhale. So it's moving slowly and smoothly that gets our brain and body connected. It also gives us a chance to try to feel the air through which we're passing. Again, getting us in touch with our senses. I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to modify this to a Qigong movement called Support the Heavens Like a Pillar. We're going to bring our hands up to the heart level, turn the palms up, and reach toward the ceiling. And then slowly, slowly come down. So we inhale as we come up. Exhale as we come down. It's like a good morning stretch. Inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to modify this. We're going to bring the hands up to the heart level. But now one goes up and the other goes down. This is the Qigong movement called connecting the sky and the earth. What I want you to try to visualize is a cord running through your spine. And as the hand moves up, it pulls up on the cord. As the hand moves down, it pulls down on the cord, stretching your spine. And if you visualize that, you might actually feel your spine stretching. Because there are muscles that control the sitting of the bone on bone in your spine. Now we're going to modify this again. We're going to go sideways. So the hand that was going up now goes to the side. The other goes to the back. To coordinate the breath, you inhale and you exhale. Now you can turn as far as you want, as far as it's comfortable. You can look over your shoulder. What we're trying to do is gently twist the spine, but not the knees. This is the dragon spreads its wings. Now we're going to keep our arms in front of us as the dragon swings its tail. Again, you're staying within your comfort zone. Just trying to feel the air as we switch our weight from one foot to the other. We're already engaging that fourth or fifth principles of Tai Chi, the conscious transfer of weight. That's critical in balance. Now, as we age, our balance tends to get a little worse, partly because our hearing changes, partly because our muscles weaken, partly because we lose connection, proprioception between our brain and our body. And this conscious transfer of the weight fights against that last item. So we've now swung the dragon's tail. We're now going to stretch the tail. We're going to bring up the tail to the side, now down and to the other side. We can stretch it a little more by bringing our back foot out. This is twisting, but it's also opening the hips. And it's also a balance exercise. Now we're going to sync the chi. We're going to start moving in a different direction. We're going to step out to the corner, push up and out. This is the Tai Chi move called push-pull or pull-push the mountain. To coordinate the breath, you inhale as you come back, exhale as you go forward. We're going to do a modification of this now. We're going to grab a cloak and bring it out. So we're going to push the mountain and then swing our arms back. It's called draping the cloak. And this is different from putting on the coat slowly, which is in there's a Tai Chi system that has this as a very complex, simple, and yet simple movement. But we're just draping a cloak. While we're in this position, we're going to put our palms together and lean forward as we pierce the clouds and then part them. Again, we exhale as we go forward, inhale as we come back. Now we're going to modify this. We're going to finish this cloud movement and now reverse it. The back of our hands come back together. We scoop down as we come back. The mama bear gathers her cubs. And I think I'm ready to try the butterfly. So we're going to lunge forward, bring our palms up, look up. We're going to come backward, palms to the floor as we bow, and do that again. We inhale as we come up, and exhale as we come down. Our hands are sort of making the shape of a butterfly's wings. Then we're going to sit back. We're going to go to the other side, do the same thing. So first, we're going to push the mountain. So we push and we pull. Exhale and inhale. And next, we're going to drape the cloak. We're going to grab the cloak and pull it back. We push the mountain, pull back the cloak. Now we're going to part the clouds. So palms go together as we go forward. They separate as we come back. Now, with all these movements, the slower you can do it, the better. So I tend to rush things, so that's why I always coordinate my breath with my movement. It helps slow me down. Now we're going to reverse the movement and gather the baby cubs. So if our hands come up at ear level, this is identical to the Tai Chi movement, box the ears. Let's do one more. Now we're going to call for the butterfly. We're going to lunge forward, bring our hands up, look up, and bring them down and bow. Inhale as we come up, and exhale as we come back. Let's do one more. Let's sit back, and we're going to sink the chi. We're going to inhale, hands come back toward the heart, and then push down. We're going to do a little bit of swinging now. I think it's time for a few balance exercises. So we're going to bring our heel out. I'm going to bring it back and bring the other heel out. Let's do that again, just the heels. Now we're going to bring out the hand over the foot. Now the hand over the other foot. Now both hands over the foot. One is at eye level, one is at the elbow. And this is the Tai Chi movement called play the pipa, the Chinese stringed instrument, or sometimes raised hands, usually called play guitar or strum the lute. We're going to go back to swinging. We're going to do a movement where we start with our hand. We bring it up in front of the face, looking between the thumb and forefinger. So we're still consciously shifting that weight. Now we're going to bring the foot in on the ball of the foot. This is a center step. Now we're going to raise that knee. Hand comes up, foot comes off the floor. And this is the golden rooster stands on one leg, or the golden pheasant stands on one leg. And you don't fall down. We'll do one more of these. And now we're going to go to the other foot. So we start with the hand. We're going to do that one more time. So we're looking between the thumb and forefinger because it's a martial arts move. It's Tai Chi. So you want to be able to continue to see your opponent as you do this movement. And we bring the foot in on the ball of the foot. Now we raise the knee. We're going to do one more movement in this position. I think we'll come back to the kick, where we're going to do a similar movement. We're going to first hold the ball, hold the moon, hold the ball, whatever you like. And now we're going to switch hand positions. One hand goes up, the other goes down. So this is a Tai Chi movement. We're deflecting upward and downward simultaneously. And now we're going to bring the foot out on the ball of the foot, same side as the hand coming down. And this is the Tai Chi movement. The white crane spreads its wings. And we're going to go to the other side, do the same thing. So one hand comes down, the other goes up. Now we're going to bring out the foot. So what you'd like to be in the position of doing is having all of your weight on the standing leg, and the front leg has barely any weight on it. It's just there for a little stability. Let's do one more. And we're going to keep swinging. We're going to do another Tai Chi movement. This one will get us into a bow stance, as we did with the pushing of the mountain. We're going to start by leaving our hands on one side, bring the opposite foot in, and we're going to do a little dance. Do a little bit of a sort of a single knee bend, a mini squat, as the hands are moving up and down and in and out. Now we're going to step out to the corner, and the hands do the same movement, but the one that was moving down ends up by the thigh. The one that was moving into the ear is pushing forward. This is the Tai Chi movement, brush knee and push. Very straightforward. It's deflecting downward and pushing. And if we look down at our feet, there's a space between the feet, front and back, and side to side. And this is what's called the bow stance, like bow and arrow. In this stance, we can do a lot of different things. We can deflect down and punch. So if you were trying to engage in a very slow fist fight with somebody, you could deflect their punch and punch downward. We're going to now leave our arms on this side, bring the other foot in, and do everything on the other side. So in all the movements we do them on both sides. We're trying to get both sides strengthened, get our brain working for both sides of the body, and also we're for balance. We want to have emotional, physical, and spiritual balance. We're now going to step out. Hands do the same movement, and we brush knee and push. So you can always also see that I am speeding up because of my natural proclivity to do that. Now we're going to deflect down and punch down. Get the hands right. This one's deflecting, this one's punching. We're going to sit back. We're going to hug a big tree. Inhale, the hands float out. Exhale, they float down. Now we're going to bring the back of our hands together. We're going to do the Qigong movement called the fountain. We inhale as the hands come up. Exhale as they come down. Now, in Chinese, traditional Chinese medicine, they have 5 elements for the world. And a very key element is water, the water element. It's actually key to Taoism because one of the ideas is that Softness can be powerful, as water can erode a complete mountain just given enough time, even though the water is gentle. One of the ideas of Tai Chi, the martial art, is that it's an internal martial art that uses the opponent's force against them. And your gentle redirection of their force is what is effective. Now we're going to point our fingers up. So we change the water movement into silk reeling. This is Qigong movement, where we're using the movement of spinning a silk thread to twist our limbs so that we can get a little more flexibility. In traditional Chinese medicine, they also say that that helps the movement of qi in the body. I don't know about that, but it certainly is good for the muscles and the bones. Now we're going to sink the qi. And we're going to go to the clouds. So we're taking our hand, passing it in front of our face. We're still shifting our weight from side to side. Now, Dr. Paul Lamb of the Tai Chi for Health Institute says, when you're doing this movement, which is called wave hands like clouds, your hand should be in the position of holding a toddler in front of you. I visualize having a beach ball. I don't usually hold a toddler. Now we're going to take one hand, we're going to make a hook, and we're going to have the other hand move away in a straight line and then turn palm out. This is the Tai Chi movement called the single whip. We can get the foot involved by stepping in and stepping out as we strike. Let's do one more. We're going to go back to the clouds. Go to the other side and do it there too. So the other hand now makes a hook. We strike out, turn palm out. Again, bring the foot in and strike. You can feel the air as you move. Keep slow so that as you raise your foot to move it, you're standing on one leg. Now we're going to release the hook, go back to the clouds. We're going to now repeat this and add another movement. We're going to take the other hand, make a hook. We're going to do 2 single whips. 1 and 2. Now we're going to modify. We're going to widen our stance. A little squat, bring this hand all the way up, and then squat down as it moves away along the ground. Widen your stance if you want. Just stay in your comfort zone. The snake creeps through the grass. Now we're going to release the hook, go back to the clouds, go to the other side, do it again. So we take the other hand, make a hook, strike out. One more time. Now we're going to widen our stance. Here we go. Take this hand, come up, squat down, and if the hand move away. The snake creeps through the grass. Let's do one more, since I finally remembered which hand to move. And I'm going to release the hook and go back to the clouds. Now we're going to close our fists, make storm clouds. We're going to do a few different movements while we're here. First, let's do the monk chops wood. So we're going to grab an axe. We're going to step out and chop. We come back in and chop. Now, after we've chopped some wood, we're going to be tired, so we're going to take a nap. We're going to go back to the clouds, still with our fists. Now we're going to lean to the side as we do the lazy monk, or the monk lies his head on a pillow. While we're in this position, we're going to do one more movement. So we're going to now take our fists, bring one fist above the head, the other at the belly, look over the opposite shoulder. And this is a different Qigong movement, sometimes called the tiger hugs its head. I think next week we'll do a lot more tiger movements. You can also raise your foot off the floor to make this into a balance exercise. And we can add one more movement. We can step out to the corner and do the same thing without raising our foot. And this becomes a Tai Chi movement called riding the tiger. We're going to step back in. We're now still in the clouds. We're going to chop wood on the other side. You know, I always want to do everything both sides. So we step out and chop. Now we're going to go back to the clouds so that the monk can take a nap. So we're going to lean to the side. So what this is doing is it's testing your knowledge of where your center of gravity is. It's another key aspect of balance. And I hope I don't lose track of all the things I did before, but now we're going to have the tiger hug its head on this side. So one hand goes up, the other goes down. We look over the shoulder. Now we can raise the foot off the floor if we want to add balance to this. And for complete mistake, we're going to step out to the corner and do the same movement, riding the tiger. We're going to come back in. We're going to open our hands, go back to the clouds. I think we're going to go up to the moon. So we're going to hold the ball or the moon on one side, bring it to the other side, still shifting our weight from side to side. Now we're going to do a little mini squat as we squeeze the moon. We haven't done a little stretching on the side, so we're going to take that moon, we're going to raise it up to the sky, widen our hands, and we're going to lean to one side. Tipping the moon. So always stay in your comfort zone. If you don't feel comfortable doing this movement, just visualize doing it. Now we're going to bring that moon back in front of us, and we're going to take it on an orbit around the Earth. So we're going to step out to the corner, have the moon move around in an orbit. We're going to go 3 times in one direction and 3 times in the other. We're going to step back in. We're going to hold the moon. And we're now going to immediately go to the Fair Lady Works the shuttle. So we're going to step out to that corner again, rotate the moon and push. Inhale as you come back. Exhale as you deflect upward and push. Let's do one more. We're going to go to the other side. We're going to take the moon, rotate it around. First, we're going to take it in an orbit around the Earth. And now we're going to reverse. Now we're going to come back in. We're going to rotate the moon, and we're going to have the fair lady work the shuttle on this side, deflecting upward and pushing.
Thousands of people have fired their dentist.
Let's do one more. We're going to go back down to the clouds, check the time. I think we're going to do a few stepping exercises. First, we're going to step sideways. So in Tai Chi, in the Qigong form of waving hands like clouds, your feet don't move except to shift weight from side to side. In Tai Chi, it's a movement to escape from a battle. So we're going to step sideways as the hand moves across the face. So we're going to go this way first, and the other foot in, and again. That was 2 times. I would have said 2 steps in each direction, so we're going to go back the other way now. We're going to step, step. Now we're back in the middle. We can do 2 more steps. We're going to go back the other way. So I want you to think about the transfer of weight as you pour your weight from one side to the other. Now we're going to go back to the center. Now we're going to step forward and backward. So we're going to transfer the weight to one leg, get all the weight out of this one, bring the leg forward, gently put the heel down, gently put the toe down, and now transfer the weight and bring the other foot up. Now we're going to do it on the other side. So we transfer all the way to this leg, bring the other foot out, gently put the heel down, gently put the toe down, now transfer the weight in. So this is a Tai Chi walking. It's a mindful walking. We're going to now go backwards. So we're going to transfer the weight to the standing leg, lift the other one, put it back gently on the toe, gently on the heel, and now transfer the weight. Bring the other foot in, and now we're going to go back, transfer the weight to the standing leg, gently put the toe down. Oop, I did not go gentle enough. Gently put the toe down, gently put the heel down, now transfer the weight. We can incorporate that into a fist, a punch, by gently stepping forward, transferring the weight as we punch. Did I do that right? Let's go back. Okay, I want one hand punching, the other foot going forward. So we gently transfer the weight, punch. Now we're going to go to the other foot and the other hand. That's what I wanted to do. We're going to do one more set, just so Bob can remember how to do it. Now we're going to do the Qigong equivalent of the punch, called the punch with fierce face. We're going to come down in a horse stance, so our feet are wider, do a little bit of a squat. And now as we punch, we just turn the body. That gives the force. And now we're going to flare our fingers and wrists as we pull our hand back. So we inhale, we exhale as we punch, we inhale as we withdraw. This is sometimes called punch with fierce face. So you can make a fierce face as you're punching your enemy. It's also a good core building exercise. While we're in this position, we're going to shoot an arrow. So we're going to start by bringing our hands together. We're going to come up out of our squat a little bit. And as we open this invisible bow, aim the arrow, we're going to squat a little more, release the arrow, then come back up, crossing our hands. So this is the Qigong movement called the archer, or sometimes shoot the golden eagle. So we inhale as we come up, exhale as we shoot. So we're going to bring our feet closer together, sink the chi. I think we have time to do catch the sparrow's tail. So this is a 4-part movement. We're going to break it into 4 hunks and then put them all together. So we start by holding the ball, bringing our foot in a center step, and we're going to step out and ward off. So the hand that was on the top of the ball is moving straight down. The hand that was at the bottom of the ball is moving parallel to the floor away as we transfer our weight from the back foot to the front foot. We're sort of pushing an opponent back. Now we're going to scoop all the way up and do the second part of the movement called roll back or pull back. We're going to get back in position and do it again. It's as if you're making an arc down toward the floor, because you would be dragging an opponent down to the floor or redirecting their movement so they fall on the floor. Now we're going to take our hands, put the palms together, and as we lunge forward, we press our hands together. This is the 3rd hunk. It's press. Now the 4th we did before. We separate our hands, we roll back, and we push them out. So these are 4 of the basic forces or energies in Tai Chi. Let's put them all together to catch the sparrow's tail. We ward off, we pull back, we press, and we push. We'll do that 2 more times. So we're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Again, we ward off, pull back, press, and push. We're going to go to the other side, do the same thing. So we're going to take the ball and rotate it around. Now we're going to step the other side and ward off 3 times. Why do I always use 3 as a number? It's not magic. There's no numerology involved here. It's just, you want to be able to do a movement several times to just get used to it. You get a little muscle memory. Now I've done 5. Who cares? Now we're going to pull back. Get back in position. Now our 3rd is press. So we're actually pressing our hands together. Some people say it's like a punch, but it's not quite a punch. It's an internal pressure. Now we're going to push. I mentioned before that the same word in Chinese is used for massage as for push. So depending on how you feel about your opponent, you could just be making them into a customer at your salon. Now we're going to put everything together. So we're going to ward off, pull back, press, and push. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Last time, ward off, pull back, press, and push. Now we're going to sync the chi. We're going to do our centering exercise. We're going to bring our hands to our midline, palms facing up. And as we inhale, one hand goes out to the side, all the way up, and slowly, slowly down in front. Trying to focus our attention solely on our movement, on how the body is feeling. If you have difficulty doing this movement, just do it less or visualize doing it. I know some people have shoulder problems. You can't get your arm up too high. It doesn't matter. Just do what you can do in your comfort zone. Last time. Now we're going to bring our feet closer together, bring our hands to our lower abdomen, check our breathing. Still trying to breathe from the diaphragm. If you'd like, you can close your eyes and imagine yourself being a bamboo tree in a gentle breeze. Now, just to remind you, the reason we want to breathe from the diaphragm is that stimulates the vagus nerve, which in turn stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, which in turn allows the body to heal, digest, regenerate. It releases chemicals into the body to help us do those things as well as to feel a little better. Breathing from the diaphragm is very useful. Now we're going to open our eyes, take a big breath. I want to thank you for participating in this Tai Chi and Qigong flow. We're going to do four cool down exercises. Count them, four cool down exercises. The first one is one that I like particularly. It's spinal cord breathing with a crunch. So we're going to bring our arms up, bring our shoulder blades together as we arch our back, looking upward. Inhale from the diaphragm. And now we're going to come forward, bring the elbows together as we curl the back. We do a crunch and we exhale. So we inhale and we exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. So that's the one I had. Dr. Paul Lamb's 3 classic cool down exercises are the Thai thigh slapping. It has nothing to do with Thais or Thailand. And I like the tapping so much I do it everywhere. I was thinking of doing a Qi massage in this class, but I didn't get to it. Maybe next time. His second cool down exercise is tense and release, sort of a variation of progressive relaxation. We're going to inhale and tense all the muscles that we can without pain. So we're going to inhale and tense. Exhale and relax. You notice my shoulders are rising because I'm tensing. That's what happens when we get tense. Inhale and tense. exhale, relax. Finally, inhale and tense. And exhale, relax. This final cool down exercise is embracing the sky. We're going to inhale, bring the hands all the way up, and slowly, slowly down in front. Do a little mini squat if you'd like. Inhale, and exhale. It's sort of like sinking the chi, but even bigger. Inhale, and exhale. So I want to thank you very much for coming. I'm going to stop the recording. Feel free to unmute yourselves, make any comments, ask any questions, or stop the recording.